The 90s grunge fashion scene is one of the most iconic styles to ever hit the fashion world. From the laid-back look of flannel shirts to the edgy vibe of Doc Martens, grunge fashion left an unforgettable mark. Want to know which styles defined the era? Let's explore the top 10 grunge fashion trends of the 90s. Number 10. Flannel shirts. Flannel shirts became an iconic symbol of grunge fashion in the 90s, thanks to their association with alternative bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam. Worn either buttoned up or tied around the waist, these shirts embodied the rebellious, laid-back attitude of the era. Often in plaid patterns, flannel shirts provided a comfortable yet edgy look that contrasted against the polished mainstream fashion trends of the time. Perfect for layering over band tees or pairing with ripped jeans, the look became synonymous with grunge culture. While flannel shirts were versatile and available in different color combinations, they were mostly associated with earthy tones, bringing in a rustic vibe. Their rugged, unkempt style reflected the DIY ethos of grunge music, making them a staple of the 90s. Even today, flannel shirts continue to appear as a nostalgic piece in modern wardrobes. Number 9. Ripped jeans. Ripped jeans were a quintessential part of grunge fashion, embodying the anti-establishment mindset of the 90s. These jeans were often distressed, torn, and frayed, reflecting the unpolished, rebellious spirit of the grunge movement. Worn by musicians, fans, and fashion icons alike, ripped jeans became a symbol of the grunge lifestyle and a rejection of traditional preppy fashion. Whether they were worn with band shirts, oversized sweaters, or flannel shirts, the more distressed the better. Ripped jeans represented freedom and individuality, often signifying a preference for comfort and function over formality. Their wear and tear was not just physical, but also symbolic of the grunge ethos, which embraced imperfection and authenticity. These jeans became a statement of rebellion, pushing against the idea of pristine, perfect clothing, and they continue to be a staple in both vintage and contemporary fashion. Number 8. Doc Martens. Doc Martens, or Dems, became synonymous with the grunge movement in the 90s, offering a mix of durability, comfort, and edgy style. The chunky boots with their signature yellow stitching were favored by musicians and fans alike, providing the perfect footwear for jumping around at concerts or stomping through the streets. Known for their punk roots, Doc Martens were versatile enough to pair with everything from flannel shirts and ripped jeans to dresses and skirts. The boots gave the wearer an undeniably rebellious and tough look, which perfectly complemented the gritty anti-mainstream vibe of grunge fashion. The tough leather boots were also seen as an anti-fashion symbol, breaking away from the sleek, polished shoes of the time. Their timeless appeal continues to endure, as Doc Martens are still a popular footwear choice today, loved for both their style and durability. Number 7. Layering. Layering became a key component of grunge fashion, allowing for a unique and customizable look. This style often involved wearing multiple pieces of clothing on top of each other, like layering a band tee under a flannel shirt, followed by a sweater or jacket. Layering was all about creating a relaxed, disheveled look that prioritized comfort over structure. The layers also served a functional purpose, providing warmth while giving off a casual yet rebellious aesthetic. Grunge fashion emphasized individuality, and layering allowed wearers to combine textures, colors, and patterns in a way that felt personal. The combination of various items such as oversized sweaters, denim jackets, and flannel shirts created a carefree, unkempt look that was in stark contrast to the polished, formal styles of the time. Layering allowed for versatility and expressed the grunge philosophy of comfort and non-conformity. Number 6. Beanies. Beanies were a signature accessory of the grunge era, worn by both men and women to add a casual, laid-back touch to their outfits. Often slouched to one side or pushed back to reveal messy hair, beanies reflected the carefree, effortless aesthetic that defined the grunge movement. Worn with flannel shirts, graphic tees, or oversized sweaters, the beanie completed the look of grunge fashion, unpolished yet stylish. The soft wool knit cap offered practicality during colder months, while also becoming a symbol of the grunge culture's rejection of mainstream fashion. Beanies were often associated with alternative music scenes and youthful rebellion, and they paired perfectly with other grunge staples like Doc Martens and ripped jeans. The simple accessory has endured beyond the 90s, making a comeback in modern streetwear and keeping its association with both comfort and rebellion alive. Number 5. Oversized sweaters. Oversized sweaters became a go-to piece in grunge fashion, offering comfort, warmth, and a slouchy look that perfectly embodied the movement's anti-fashion aesthetic. Often knitted or made of thick fabrics, these sweaters were worn in a relaxed, often unflattering way that contrasted with the more structured and fitted styles of the time. The oversized fit was seen as an extension of the grunge ethos, rejecting perfection in favor of personal style and comfort. These sweaters were paired with everything from skinny jeans to leggings, creating an effortless, cool look. The more oversized, the better, as it added to the carefree vibe of the style. Many of these sweaters came in muted colors or bold patterns, making them versatile for mixing and matching with other grunge staples, like flannel shirts or ripped jeans. Their laid-back, cozy feel continues to make them a staple in casual fashion today. Number 4. Plaid skirts. Plaid skirts were a standout trend in 90s grunge fashion, especially among women. Often worn with tights or combat boots, plaid skirts symbolized the blending of punk, grunge, and alternative fashion. Inspired by the British punk movement and grunge's DIY ethos, plaid skirts were typically paired with oversized sweaters, graphic tees, or flannel shirts. The rebellious vibe of the plaid pattern, combined with the casual yet edgy way it was worn, made it a key piece in the grunge wardrobe. The skirts were often a way to create a more feminine look, while maintaining a sense of grunge's anti-fashion sentiment. Plaid skirts could be worn as part of a layered outfit, combining comfort with a touch of punk-inspired rebellion. Their connection to the grunge scene gave the plaid skirt a unique edge, making it a standout piece that remains influential in today's fashion trends. Number 3. Graphic long-sleeve shirts. Graphic long-sleeve shirts played a significant role in the 90s grunge fashion scene, offering a way to express individuality and allegiance to certain bands, ideologies, or countercultural movements. These shirts often featured band logos, rebellious slogans, or abstract designs, which allowed wearers to make a bold statement through their clothing. Paired with ripped jeans, flannel shirts, or oversized jackets, graphic long-sleeve shirts became an essential piece of the grunge uniform. They were a reflection of the grunge philosophy, expressing one's identity through music and personal style. This fashion item became so popular that it extended beyond the grunge subculture into mainstream fashion. Graphic, long-sleeve shirts with band names and logos continue to be worn today, as they embody a sense of nostalgia and timeless style that resonates with fans of the era and new generations alike. Number 2. Torn knitwear. Torn knitwear was another defining feature of grunge fashion, reflecting the movement's rejection of polished, pristine looks in favor of worn-out, distressed clothing. Torn and shredded sweaters, cardigans, and knitted tops added an element of rawness and authenticity to the grunge style. The frayed edges and loose threads of knitwear symbolized a sense of rebellion against conventional fashion standards. Often paired with ripped jeans, Doc Martens, or flannel shirts, torn knitwear emphasized comfort and individuality. The distressed, worn look was a deliberate attempt to distance oneself from the polished and perfect styles of the mainstream. This fashion item encapsulated the grunge ethos: imperfection, messiness, and a carefree attitude toward appearance. Torn knitwear remains a relevant piece in alternative fashion today, symbolizing the eternal appeal of grunge's anti-fashion message. Number 1. Vintage cardigan. The vintage cardigan was a quintessential item in grunge fashion, offering warmth, comfort, and a slightly retro vibe. Often oversized and worn loosely over a t-shirt or paired with a flannel shirt, cardigans became a staple of the grunge look for their ease and laid-back style. The worn, vintage nature of these cardigans often reflected the thrift store aesthetic that was popular within the grunge scene. The grunge style of cardigans often came in neutral or earthy tones, which helped to emphasize the casual, anti-fashion sentiment that characterized the movement. Layered over other casual items like graphic tees or band shirts, the vintage cardigan added an extra layer of comfort and style. Despite being seen as a more grandmotherly fashion item in the past, the vintage cardigan became a symbol of grunge's embrace of non-mainstream, thrift-inspired clothing, and remains a beloved style today. Summary: which of these grunge styles do you still rock today? Drop your favorites in the comments. If you enjoyed this throwback to the 90s, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fashion countdowns. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore top 10 teen movies of the 90s.